Are you a busy mom who is struggling with time management tips and techniques that just don't seem to work? Well, you're not alone. Today's video, we are uncovering the surprising truths and really taking a good look behind why these traditional time management techniques and strategies often fail us, especially as working moms. I am so excited because today's topic, we are diving into why time management tips fail for working moms. And this surprising truth is going to shock you. I know it did me. So I'm so excited to dive into some of these truths and myths and take a look at how we can have them work for us, not against us. And if you're here for the first time, hi, my name is Sandi Glandt. I'm a high performance productivity coach, mom to two very busy boys, wife, best-selling author, YouTuber, and podcast host. Okay, so why do so many time management tips and techniques fail for moms? We're going to dive into the reasons why, but also how we can find the solutions on how to get these tips and techniques and tools and all the things to work for us, not against us. So if you are ready to dive in, comment below, let me know your name, and also let me know if you've subscribed to the channel, because I'm bringing you weekly tips and tricks and all the techniques and tools that are going to help you run your business easier and more successfully as a busy working mom. So make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you find these tips helpful, I would love for you to share with another woman, with another working mom who is maybe in the trenches and she's trying to figure things out, because I know that these tools and systems are going to help you, me, her, all of us together. And collectively, we get to show up as the wives, mothers, and women that we're truly meant to be. Okay, so the first thing that I want to dive into, and the first tip that I have found why time management tips fail working moms, is because that the traditional one size fits all method that we're so used to hearing isn't and doesn't consider the unique challenges of mom life. I mean, I don't know about you, but there are so many things that are unexpected when it comes to not just running a business, but more so running all the things that go on at home. And this could be the changing schedules. This could be the kids being sick or out of school, or like there's just so many variables that you just can't control. Right. So most time management advice that you hear out there assumes a predictable daily routine and a schedule. And let's be real, it is rare that that exists in a mom's life. It is rare that there are days that always go the same. It is rare that there are days that go perfectly according to plan. As a matter of fact, it's actually the opposite. You can typically and usually plan for things not to go the way that you expect them to go, which is why this one size fits all, it's a myth. It's like trying to say that it's like this cookie cutter system. What works for one works for all. It's just not the case. So, one of the things that I have found that really, really helps me, and again, like keeping in mind that days are going to change, the hours are going to change, the kids' schedules are going to change, is having something that I can rely on and count on, that will be the constant, that will be the consistent thing, that no matter what changes, I know that this will stay the same. And a few of those things, I'm going to actually give you two. One of them is my planner. So I'm able to write out ideally how the day is going to go, just so I can focus on, and I love focusing on these things. What are the needle movers? What are the big money moves that I need to know, I need to focus on for that day to get them done? Like if nothing else were to get accomplished, those three things, and I don't do two and I don't do four, like these are three things that I get done, and you know what? Sometimes they're personal and sometimes they're professional, but they're three things that I have every single day that I know that no matter what, my focus and attention is going to go there. And like I said, some of them are personal, some of them are professional, but most days it's a mix of both of these. So it's really important that you have that. So number one is the planner. Number two is my meal planner. So you've probably seen this before on IG, where it's one sheet, and on the left hand side it has the days, and on the right hand side it's I use it for my ingredients, like the list of groceries that I need to order. So if you want to snag that, all you have to do is head over to IG or Facebook and DM me the word planner. DM me the word planner, and I will send you right over the two planners that I use, my daily planner as well as my meal planner. And this is something that, like I said, no matter how many things go crazy or unexpected in the day, I know that I can look at these things and know that that's what I'm in control of, whether it's the meals that I'm cooking that night for dinner, or also those big money moves, those three things that I'm putting my attention on. So two little freebies there for you. One is that big money moves training. If you head over to, it's www.sandraglandt.com/big money. You can snag that there. And then also the planner, which if you just head over to IG or Facebook, you can DM me the word planner and that'll go right to your inbox. So snag those two. Again, it's like so not even healthy to think about, how these things would be like a one size fits all. So it's really important that we do put these safeguards in place to control the controllable, to control the things that we can control. And these are two of my favorites. All right. The second reason why time management tips fail moms, they are failing us, they are giving us the wrong information, is because it sets up unrealistic expectations. And popular time management advice typically is talking to moms about how everything is set up on a schedule and a time block. And while those things are great, and I do agree that you should have them, it doesn't look at these uninterrupted times. I mean, if you give yourself a time block of, let's say, an hour, right? And you're like, I'm going to do my sales calls then, or I'm going to do my follow-up, or I'm going to do my social media. There's no guarantee that that's going to be a full hour of uninterrupted time. I mean, are you with me? If you are, comment below and let me know I'm not alone, because it sets us up for failure, and it's very unrealistic to think that the kids aren't going to be involved. Now, look, if your kids were going back to school, if your kids are not home and you do have an hour or a few hours of uninterrupted time, like, that is amazing. And it's such a nice, it's a nice, we'll call it a gift to know that you have that time where you're not going to be interrupted. But the thing with this myth, these unrealistic expectations, it's like scheduling uninterrupted work blocks and not considering the reality of life, and not considering the reality of, like, hey, my kids probably are going to need me. They're probably going to need me during that hour time. Or let's say this is during the summertime, or maybe like a winter break, something like that. There are so many other demands that are pulling at you and tugging at you and needing your attention. So I think just the unrealistic expectations, it is already hard on moms to be able to get all the work stuff done, take care of yourself, and then you add the work on top of it. We have to kind of switch this dynamic and just know that there's going to be interruptions, right? There's going to be things that pull us away and take our attention, and that's just part of, mom life. So number one, don't feel guilty, because I think that's a big part of this, is like knowing that if you think that it should be one way and it's not, you have this sense of like mom guilt, or you have this sense of failure. And like, that's just not the case. That's not even reality. So just giving yourself realistic expectations and knowing that there's seasons, there's certain times where it's going to be a little bit harder or easier than others. I think that that's a really great way to look at it, because it's not forever. That's actually advice from my grandmother that she gave me. She's like, everything's a season, and it's when times are easy, know that there's probably going to be harder times ahead. And when times are hard, know that you're not stuck there. Like, times will get better. So I think that's a great piece of advice. So shout out to my bubby, who I actually dedicated my Slay Your Day book to. And I also want to help you ladies here figure out how we implement this time management and these routines into your busy lives and schedules. So for those of you that subscribe to the podcast, you have to subscribe and then also comment down below and let me know that you subscribed. I'm going to, my team and I are going to pick 3 winners every single week that are going to win a signed copy of the Slayer Day book, get a 15-minute power call with me, or join the High Performance Academy. So you're going to get to pick one of those 3. And the only way to win is by subscribing to the channel and commenting below and let me know that you've subscribed. So I can't wait to chat with you, dive into either your power call, get you in the High Performance Academy, or of course, send you the Slay Your Day book. So comment below, subscribe to the channel, and let me know you're here. The third reason why time management tips fail us as moms, and this is probably one of the most important, but the hardest to do, and it's having a lack of simplified processes. So overcomplicating routines and processes and scheduling. Like, how many times do you feel like you're overcomplicating the process? Probably more times than not. And the fact that we do overcomplicate these things makes it harder. It takes more time and it overwhelms us, quite frankly. I mean, I remember before I really had like set like schedules that were simplified. And I'm not talking like things that someone that's been, doing organization and time management for over a decade. I'm talking about anybody can do this. And that's the beauty behind it, is that we don't need to overcomplicate daily routines. We don't need to complicate the systems in our businesses. If we are trying to follow an overcomplicated system, I'm going to say this 2 times. If you are trying to implement or have an overcomplicated system, you will not do it. It's almost like giving our kids something to do, like something on a to-do list, but not showing them or explaining them how to do it and just expecting them to know how to get the job done. It's like, I was never shown how to do this, or I'm going to just overcomplicate the process because I don't know how to do it. So this is one of the things that I love so much about the High Performance Academy, because myself and my team, we are showing, we are teaching, we are walking these ladies through exactly how to simplify the routines, the schedules, the automations, not just at home, but in business as well. We're showing you how to take these, what might seem very daunting and very overwhelming, because that's a lot of times what I hear from my clients before they work with me. They were like, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, and this is just way too complicated. So we're taking something that might seem overwhelming and maybe even impossible and simplifying the process. I don't know about you, but like, to me, that's like the best thing I could possibly hear, especially when I was a new mom, because I felt like I was overcomplicating everything. So let's focus on simplifying the processes, simplifying the routines, and really just like anything under time management or productivity that you have at home or at work. Just simplify it. It doesn't have to be this overly complicated process that you have. And if you're like, Sandi, but like, where do I start with this? Or how do I do this? Comment Academy below and I'll send you information on the High Performance Accelerator Academy. You can also, there's 2 other ways to check this out. You can head over to Glandt.com/academy, or you can just send me a DM over again on Facebook or Instagram with the word Academy, and I will send you right away the information on how to become a part of the Academy. And the most beautiful thing about this is that we are showing you how to do these things in less time, how to become visible in your business, how to really implement systems, automations, delegations that like will make your life so much easier. And again, as a working mom, like every second of my day is so, so valuable, as I know yours is too. And I don't want to be stressing about things that could have a very easy solution. That's what the Academy does. So if you want some more information on how to simplify all these systems and processes, both at home in your business, comment the word Academy below or head over to IG and DM me the word Academy and I'll send you over some information. Okay, so talking about simplifying kind of along the same lines, The next reason why time management tips fail us as moms is because we're missing systems. Quite frankly, if you don't have a system in place, you are wasting so much time. And I say this with so much love and empathy because you don't know what you don't know, right? And at the end of the day, if you don't have the right systems in place, this is going to lead to such a constant like firefighting, like putting out fires instead of smooth daily operations of things working in your favor. Even when the kids are homesick or they're home from school or the random things popped up, like we talked about in the first reason why time management tips fail moms, because you're also missing the systems. You're missing the systems because you don't know how to implement them. Again, I was here. I was in this place before where I didn't have any systems in my business and it felt very overwhelming. And without proper systems, most of us, most of us moms, especially as working moms, end up constantly reacting to problems rather than preventing them. It's being reactive instead of proactive. And what I want to help you do is be more proactive, both at home and in your business, and show you how to do these things. Wouldn't it be amazing if you actually had the right systems and automations set up so anything that you do more than one time would just automatically be done for you? I mean, like it's almost like a genie would like pop out and be like, if I could grant you one wish, what would it be? And you'd be like, I want all my systems, both at home and in business, in place. So it would give me more time in a day. Like this is what these systems will do for you. And if you don't have them, everything from your meal planning to running your home to running your business, ladies, you're wasting so much valuable time that you could have for your family, time that you could have for yourself. I mean, like if I say to my clients, if you had 1 extra hour in the day, what would you do with it? They can rattle me off 20 things right off the top of their head. Go to the gym, spend time with their family, get a massage, get their nails done, get their hair done. Like, you know what you would do with that time. But are you doing the things that you need to actually set up the right systems in place to help buy you back that time? That's what you need in place. So if you want the exact systems to implement in your business, both in your business and at home, actually, to work less hours and make more money and have more flexibility and have more time, I want you to do yourself one favor right now, okay? And this is what you're going to do. You're going to head over to my IG and you're going to write me the word academy. And you're going to check out the academy. Now, the other thing is, if you want to set up a free 15-minute power call with me, you've got to subscribe to the channel and then drop a comment below that says subscribed, and myself or my team are going to reach out to you and set up a call, because you've got to get these systems in place. The first thing that I would say is get yourself in the academy. Get yourself in the right room with the right information that's going to support you on this level of your journey, because you have two options. Option number one is stay where you're at and continue going through life with just the way that it is now. That's option number one, which probably you're like, okay, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. But if you're looking at where you're at and you're like, I know I have so much more to give. I know there's so much more opportunity. I know that there's an easier way. Head over to sandraglandt.com/academy. Come join us in the academy. You will learn how to systemize. You're going to learn how to get all of these systems and strategies in your business so you don't have to be in there 24/7 running it and feeling stressed out, quite frankly. So if you're missing systems, if you know you're missing systems, both personally and professionally in your home and in your business, I highly encourage you to head over to sandraglandt.com/academy. Come join us and get these systems implemented so you can buy back your time. You can have your time, have more money and freedom that's going to allow you to tap into all the things that you want to do, the self-care, the family. Maybe it's more time in business, but whatever it is, it's up to you. You just get to have that time back. Okay, and the final reason why time management tips are failing us as moms is because there is no support system. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first became a mom, I felt very lonely. I felt like I was in the trenches. I felt like I didn't really have anyone to relate to. It was very, very daunting. Now you pile on top of that, running a home and having to be that wife, that supportive wife who has the dinners ready and the home is amazing and all the things, like that can be very exhausting. And one of the biggest things for me was being able to tap into a support system, and how the absence of a reliable support network and a reliable support system makes it nearly impossible, right? It's virtually impossible to implement traditional time management strategies if you have no support system. So time management tips often assume that you have help, that you have other moms, that you have maybe the funds to hire help, and maybe that you already know these systems in your business, right? So it all boils down to having the support that can show you and teach you the things that you probably don't have implemented yet. And if you do, then I'm so proud of you. But there are so many, and again, this is across the board, home and business and personal, that really are game changers, personally and professionally, that make your life so much easier. So it's like if there was this like magic pill out there, and it was like, it's like the red pill, blue pill, right? And I forget which one is which, but let's say the blue pill is like, you take this, you stay the same, life just goes on as is. But you take the red pill, and now you have the knowledge and the information and the tools and the support to be able to unlock the systems and the strategies to a life that you create, that you're in control of. Like, that's the difference between where you're at now and what you eventually will build with the right system, strategy, and support. That's what we do inside the academy. And if you're hearing this right now and you're like, this sounds amazing, like, where do I start? Again, you can go over to sandraglandt.com/academy, check out the High Performance Academy. You're going to get the systems, you're going to get the strategies and the support to simplify. That's what this is all about, simplifying your business success. And the really cool thing is, when you simplify your business success, everything else gets to be supported. Everything else gets to rise with you and get better and more fun, right? And you have more time to do the things that you love to do. So again, having this support is so crucial. Support for the tools and the tips and the strategies, but also support from people who've been there and who've gone through it, and are also high performers, high achievers, and want these high levels of success and aren't willing to sacrifice on their goals and dreams to go after it. That's what this academy is about. And if you're like, oh my gosh, these are my people, where have they been all my life? They are here inside the High Performance Academy, and we're waiting for you, or we're waiting for you to come join the tribe and join us and feel what it feels like when you simplify all of these tools and systems and strategies, because that's what allows you to see the business success and the personal success. You don't have to overcomplicate it. And that's what we teach you inside of the academy. Now, these effective time management tools and tips that I'm sharing with you, you know, you really have to think about where you're at now and where you want to go. And so many of these traditional tips and really like thoughts that have been passed down or shared with us, they are failing us because they fail to show us how it's done. They fail to simplify how anyone can do it. But it's just a matter of like, do you want it or not? And it's about finding what truly fits your lifestyle and being kind to ourselves along the way, knowing that it's okay to not know, knowing that it's okay because you didn't have this information before. But if you're seeing this now for the first time and you're being presented with it and you're like, wow, like this could be something that I really need and I could implement this and I know it's out there, take action. Don't wait and wait and wait and try and puzzle piece this thing together, because we've got the tools, we've got the strategies, we have all of these things ready and waiting for you. You just have to be ready and willing to come in and take action. So if you're a mom who is struggling to manage your time, I want to hear from you in the comments below. What are some of your biggest challenges? Comment below. You can let me know what you're maybe struggling with right now. And what do you wish could be different? What do you wish that you could maybe change? Like if you had one wish to like optimize or strategize, like what would that be that you would tell the world about being a mom? I think that's a good question to ask as well. And obviously, as always, subscribe to this channel because every single week I am bringing you tips and strategies to simplify your life as a busy working mom and sharing practical tips and strategies for managing your time. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you next time. As always, make sure you go out and slay your day.